Hey guys, welcome back to Dip Switch Demos. My name is Jackson and today we're going to take a look at my top 5 favourite ambient pedals. Now I hope all you guys are good. I'm doing okay. It's been a pretty unproductive week if I'm honest. You guys know I'm still not playing guitar. Hand is looking okay. There was a bit of an infection worry this week, but luckily that's all clear. I'm nearly on the other side of it. I'm nearly going to, hopefully by the end of this week, maybe the week after, I'll be picking up the guitar and starting playing again. And I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, it's been a really unproductive week for myself. Really struggling to get going, but woke up on the right side of the bed today. I've had a haircut. I feel much more like myself. I also got a shout out on this week's Guitar Nerds podcast, and that was just awesome. It was a big confidence boost for myself. I love the guys. If you guys are not already listening to the Guitar Nerds podcast, you definitely should be. Great content out there. So yeah, top 5 favourite ambient pedals. By this, I broadly mean delay and reverb. I could do my 5 favourite delay pedals, my 5 favourite reverb pedals, but I thought I'd combine them into one category. To avoid kind of brand repetition and things like that. I think I can cover a wide range of pedals here, and some of my personal favourites. Well, they're all my personal favourites. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's get started. First on the list is the Dr. Scientist, the Atmosphere. Oh my word, this pedal is a beast. So it's basically every type of reverb under the sun that you can think of, and some weird ones in here that you've never thought of before, like a rotary reverb that actually works really nicely. So much control, so much power, a full colour screen on here, which is just awesome, with a couple of little Easter eggs and a few mini games on here. It's a little pricey, but it's totally worth every single penny. This pedal rocks. It was on my board for a long time, and I still put it on boards now, just because if I want to get crazy, atmospheric reverb, this is the one I reach for. My favourite control on this pedal is the resolution control. I think it's resolution, it's just called res, but I imagine it's resolution, and it basically, you can degrade the signal of the reverb so it kind of gets much more crunchy, and you can do this on any sound. So like in my last top 5 overdrive videos, I'm not playing guitar, so I'm going to find some older clips that are on the channel to show off this pedal to you guys. So there we go, the Dr. Scientist sounds, the Atmosphere. Pedal on the list is a delay pedal, and for me it's an instant classic. It is the Boss DM2 Wazocraft delay pedal. When I think of analog delay, this is the pedal I think of. This is probably my favourite delay pedal, or at least definitely my favourite analog delay pedal. It's just the one I always reach for. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing to go wrong with it either. It's just a simple, bog standard, warm, crunchy delay pedal. Yeah, I've yet to try an analog delay pedal that beats this. It's not super modulated, which I would probably think that I would prefer if it had a little bit of modulation on there, but just the fact that it's so warm and crunchy and full of goodness, this is such a good analog delay pedal. Like I said, it's simple, it's classic, great for longer repeats, but it's also a really tasty slapback delay. Definitely check out this one if you can, or even try and pick up one of the vintage ones. I know they go for a lot of money. But to be honest, the Wazocraft is the one to get anyway. It's rock solid, mint. So we're back in reverb land for this pedal, and this one really blew me away. It's the newest acquisition for myself, and like I said, it really blew me away. It's a more usable reverb sound, I would say. You can get some crazy bigger delays and modulated delays, but really it shines when you use some more of the more subtle usable delays, usable reverb should I say, sorry. And it is the NativeAudio Ghost Ridge version 1.5. 2 knobs, what can go wrong, man? I love that the fact that they don't give you much control over the reverbs. I know that each knob has a secondary function, but it's still super basic, and I actually love that. I love not being able to. I love that they're driving you down their path, if you know what I mean. Kind of a weird way of putting it. These reverb algorithms are so in-depth, so crystal clear. Bloody love them. There's not a bad sound in it. I think my favourite is actually the room. You can really feels like you're in a room that NativeAudio has designed in a way. Totally love this pedal. It's the reverb that's on my big board at the moment, and it's just awesome for getting any reverb sounds. Next up, we have a bit of a ambient monster, I suppose. It's neither in the delay or reverb category. It kind of does a bit of both, but it also does a lot of other things. And I don't claim to fully understand this pedal at all, but it is the Chase Bliss Audio Move. Move? Oh my god, what's happened to my mouth today? It is the Chase Bliss Audio Mood. This pedal freaks me out, and I love it so much. Like I said, it never does the same thing twice. You never know what you're going to get when you step on it, and for that reason it's been on my board ever since I've had it. I don't use it all the time, but in fact I've actually used it on an upcoming kind of EP that's coming out, not my own, one that I was working on, and it did basically the whole introduction for one song, and it just owned it. It was so cool. Really nice to kind of modulate the sounds on the fly, especially when you've kind of got a loop going. You've got a ton of reverb on it as well. Super cool pedal. I've never really ventured on the dip switches on the top, which is funny because it's dip switch demos, but I've never really messed with the dip switches on this pedal. I almost feel like it doesn't need it. It's worth the price tag without all the dip switches on this pedal. It's just a freaky cool pedal, man. So there, the Chase Bliss Audio Mood. On the list might be a little surprise for you guys. I've not really spoken much about it since I did the demo, but really it is an underrated gem. I think all the pedals that these guys are bringing out are underrated and not used enough by people. And that is the Fender Reflecting Pool. Like I said, not enough people are talking about these pedals. They just work and they sound great, and this is probably my favourite Fender pedal out there at the moment. It is a beast. It's not a small pedal, but it does so much. You get a reverb and a delay, and each one is so good. So on the reverb side, we have three different algorithms. Sorry, three. You can see that's three, can't you? Three different algorithms, and each of those three have an extra three different modes within them. And the reverb sounds great. It's kind of more tailored towards, there's a lot shorter reverbs, especially the hall and the room are designed to be kind of short, splashy reverbs in a way, and that's really cool. It's a unique approach onto reverb, I think. And then the delay side is, again, another unique approach to reverb. We have, again, three algorithms on here, analog, digital, and tape. But it works in a really unique way. You kind of mix between two different delay times. One is your kind of tap tempo one, and then one is a subdivision of that tap tempo. And it's really easy to get some cool dual delay rhythmical stuff going on. You can degrade the quality of the reverb as well, and there's modulation to go on top of that delay, and there's also a really tasty modulated reverb. So there's all the modulation you need, all the ambience you need in this pedal. You should definitely check this pedal out. I think that, like I said, it's underrated. Not enough people are considering this pedal, so go check it out. This is the Fender Reflecting Pool. So there we have it. My top 5 favourite. Oh, I've said that twice now. My top 5 favourite ambient pedals. I wouldn't class myself as a super ambient player. I'm not. I much prefer straightforward rock and roll tones, but I do love getting a bit of space and ambient in my tones. I love a bit of modulated reverb, a bit of warm, crunchy, analog or tape delay. Let me know, guys, if you want to see more categories, maybe my top 5 favourite modulation pedals, fuzz pedals. Yeah, that's cool, man. Maybe I ain't got anything to say. Been a while since I've sat in the front of the camera, can you tell? Anyway, thanks guys for checking out the video. If you like what you saw, please go subscribe and maybe check out some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.